ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it. Taking bad hits, taking back hits. Subscribe.
Take that. Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing my first product review for the Captain America Civil War movie on the Miniverse Hero vs. Hero face-off figures. If you're trying to pick these up, you can get them at Target, because as you can see right here, they're Target exclusives. Anyway, on the bottom you can see we get Vision, Black Panther, Mark 46 Iron Man, Black Widow, Mark 3 War Machine, and then on the top we get Winter Soldier, Hawkeye, Captain America, Falcon, and Ant-Man. You can't see them? Yep. Just right over there. Anyway, on the side you can see we get the Cap side right over there. Cap, Hawkeye, Winter Soldier, Falcon. And then on the back you can see the figures right over there. I lied about the Ant-Man, I just made that up. And then there's a read-up. If you want to read it, pause it now. Then we get some play sets right over here. And then we get the Iron Man side, looking very cool. Alright, let's get to it and crack this thing open. And here are all the figures out of the packaging. Now keep in mind, these are only 2.5-inch scale figures. I did not mention that earlier. And then seeing them on this rotating base is just kind of funny to me. It's like a superhero carousel over here. But just seeing all of these characters just like this and having these faced off teams like this is just really cool to have and see. And I'm surprised by some of them. Some of them are actually painted out very nicely, especially Vision over here. The Winter Soldier and Falcon look really good. I really like how the Mark 46 looks as well. Anyway, let's take a closer look at each of these. Alright, so first off we're looking at the Mark 46 Iron Man, aka the Bleeding Edge Iron Man, which I'm very excited to see on screen. And I think this looks pretty good. I'm going to just repeat myself throughout this whole review about how much I like the sculpted detail throughout all these figures. Look at that. And even right there, the leg and everything, that looks really good. And you can get the little jet boosters right there, peg holes at the bottom of the feet. Yeah, so sculpted out very nicely, and I like the little lines right there. We have some nice blue paint right there in the helmet, but not too much paint throughout the rest of it aside from just the center and the arc reactor and then these little shoulder pieces right over there. Looking at War Machine, this one looks very good as well. I like the red paint right there. Again, sculpted detail throughout just looks very good. I'm digging that. Yeah, they did a pretty good job with this. And then he has a little shoulder cannon piece right here. He doesn't have the other one. I know there's like a red glowing one that goes on the right. So he doesn't have that one at all. Peg holes at the bottom of the feet. Some treads sculpted underneath right there. And then here we have Black Widow. You know, her face doesn't look too bad. I mean, it's a very small figure. So she has at least the eyes painted in there and everything. And the little mouth. But, you know, it doesn't look like, yeah, it's not Scarlett Johansson at all. But the hair doesn't look too shabby. And again, some nice little details sculpted throughout. She has guns sculpted right there on her hips. I mean, that's kind of the Widow logo. They raised up the cleavage, but they did increase the breast size. I noticed that a little bit. And then the legs look pretty good, you know, so not too bad on the Black Widow over here. And then we have Vision, which is actually one of my favorite ones out of all of these. I'm really liking the Vision a lot. This metallic magenta just looks really cool. I'm digging the little bit of yellow that we get right in there in the center. Again, sculpted out detail, even though they actually kind of, I don't know, he seems a little bit on the wide side over here. You know, his lower torso looks a little bit wide. Still looks pretty good, you know, I'm liking it. And the cape is detailed out like crazy. Kind of, yeah, you got all the little sculpted details in there. So, again, sculpting is just fantastic. And the head on Vision looks really good as well. Very good looking Vision, especially for a 2.5-inch scale figure. And then we have T'Challa, Black Panther. This is sick. Look at that. Again, the sculpted details just throughout look great. I'm liking that a lot. And then the little necklace piece right there, painted silver. Then his eyes are painted silver as well. And that's the only paint that we see on this figure. But he looks very cool. I'm really excited about the cinematic universe T'Challa. This is going to be awesome. Cannot wait, man. Very excited. Okay, now let's see the other team. We have Captain America. And I think this is actually a brand new little figure. I'll do a comparison later on. But he's not looking too shabby, you know. Looks alright. Again, a little on the wide side over here. But the gloves are painted in there. He has his shield. It has those two clips. They even sculpted the inside of the shield. No paint on the lower half at all whatsoever. I wish they painted the boots at least. That would have been good. And looking on the back right over there, nice wrinkles throughout and everything. The face looks okay, but yeah, wish we had more paint on the boots. And then looking at Falcon, this is actually another one of my favorite ones right here. I'm really impressed with the Falcon figure. I really like this a lot. Still looks like Anthony Mackie and everything. Nice red paint for those goggles. Little splotch of brown on the black right there. But again, a lot of nice details. And the wings are semi-translucent. Kind of a thin gray plastic. No paint on the back. I wish they added some paint on the back. And you can move these up and down. This is the only added articulation that he has compared to the other ones. Aside from that, they all have the same articulation. So yeah, it's pretty good. I like the Falcon. It's very, very good, actually. I'm really digging this one. I suggest when you go through these that you look through every single one to make sure you find the one that has the best paint. Then we have Hawkeye over here, and I didn't realize there was so much purple on Hawkeye during this movie. I remember DST Zach at Toy Fair mentioning that, and I was like, really? So much purple? And then you look at the packaging to this, and looking at this figure, there's a lot of purple. Now, I don't think he has this much purple in the actual movie, but still, looks pretty good. I'm liking it. You know, he's got his quiver right over here. You know, nice little pouches and the gun sculpted right there on the side. The boots look pretty good. Flesh tone looks pretty solid. So I'm liking that. And he does come with his bow. You can only hold it in his right hand. And getting him to hold it correctly. Hopefully I'm not having him hold it upside down. But I think that's right. Oh, and then the quiver came off. Dang it. Yeah, so that will come off on you. There you go. It's supposed to be facing the wrong direction, by the way. That's a little bit irritating, just the way it's sculpted in there. But yeah, there's looking at the bow. Not too bad. And then lastly, we have Winter Soldier. Another one of my favorite ones from this pack. I really like the vibrant silver that we're getting on his bionic arm. The red paint. The red star looks really good. And a little bit of extra black smudging right there on the top of his head. I don't think he wears this mask in the movie, right? I don't know. So far I haven't seen him wearing the mask yet, but we'll see. And then looking at the rest of it, looks really good. This may have just been reused from the Winter Soldier wave or something. I don't know. You know, I'm not that familiar with the 2.5-inch scale figures, but not too bad. Now, since I'm most excited to see T'Challa in this movie, we'll use him for the articulation example. His head rotates side to side, and none of them really look up at all. They just move side to side. The arms move forward and back, and then the legs move forward and back, and that's really it. I mean, it looks like Hawkeye has some neck pivot in here. These are 2.5-inch scale figures, and as you can see, they are standing a little closer to the 3-inch mark. Now, here we have the Age of Ultron Captain America figure, and you can see that he is standing just a little bit shorter than this new cap. This guy cannot stand on his own. It's very frustrating. So I'm glad that Hasbro has improved on that and they made these guys a lot easier to stand while... Oh yeah, there he goes, Iron Man. So yeah, I'm glad that they improved on that and they did make these a little bit bigger. And to compare these to a 3.75-inch figure, here they are next to the little big time letdown Spider-Man. So I can't say I'm super thrilled to have these figures. I do like them. I just think it's just really cool having both teams set up over here. Now this whole pack did cost $20, and it does feel like there's somebody walking around with an extra $15 in their pocket because these are just very tiny, cheaply made figures, and I'm expecting all kinds of Happy Meals comments all over the place, and I can understand that because we get the 5 points of articulation. But the truth is that the sculpted detail throughout on these is very well done, and that's not something you really see with Happy Meals. The paint apps are okay, but you know, if you just want something to look at so you can have these teams face off with each other, that's pretty cool. We are missing some characters. We don't have a Scarlet Witch, so we need a Scarlet Witch on this side and Ant-Man. And we are also expecting a Spider-Man to be in this movie, which we know we're not going to get figures of right now at the moment. And then Thor and Hulk are not going to be in the movie. So anyway, hope you guys liked my review. If you did, please hit the like button. Click any of these boxes over here if you want more Shart in your face. We've got the subscribe button right over there. Yesterday I posted up 2 reviews. If you want to see my review on Lady Deadpool, click the box right down there. If you want to see my review on the NECA Toys T1000 Ultimate figure, check that box over there. And you can see a photo gallery of images over at marvelousnews.com. I'll catch you guys later. Peace!
I get my Dios cutouts and the effects. Make articulated comic book art. Posing action figures. I'm posing action figures. I'm posing action figures every day.
That's crispy.
And here are all the figures out of the...